Today, the cryptocurrency community is in a state of shock due to shocking news. During the most recent theft, more than 46 billion tokens were taken. There are even many who hold the belief that Satoshi Kusama stole the entire thing. To put that into perspective, whoa, in the world had just taken place. Oh, I'll make an effort to elaborate. Your daily dose of Shiba Inu is waiting for you here at Shiba Inu Land. This is the place for you to be. If you are interested in anything that is associated with Shiba, if you want to stay up to date on all the most recent news forecasts, and if you want to be ahead of the curve in the cryptocurrency sector, then you should subscribe to receive more SHIB information. Note that you should click the like button. You may recall from my earlier films that the Shiba Inu development team released Shibarium, a layer 2 scaling solution, approximately 5 months ago. The purpose of Shibarium's vow to donate 70% of the profits from gas charge to Shiba Inu burns is to boost the popularity of the breed. Further than that, taking into consideration the massive supply of Shiba Inu tokens, which measures more than 500 trillion, the launch was a deft maneuver on the part of the Shiba Inu team. In order to accomplish the community's goal of 1 penny per token, it was necessary to burn billions of tokens. Chief developer Kusama ought to have proclaimed Shibarium to be the solution because major token burns have a significant impact on the value of the tokens. Everyone in the neighborhood was waiting with bated breath for Shibarium to be able to fulfill this essential responsibility. As a result of the fact that Shibarium is necessary for accomplishing the objective of reducing the token supply, which could result in an increase in the price of Shiba Inu, the community is eager for additional burns. On the other hand, this was the point at which everything began to go wrong. Out of the more than $1,300,000 that the development team had already made, more than $900,000 was going to be burned and changed into Shiba INU. January was the month that had the 5th highest number of burns, whereas December was the month that had the most burns. The Shiba Inu community is reasonably concerned because it has been more than 30 days since the last fire, which indicates that the 6th burn will be 30 days overdue. As one would imagine, the Shiba Inu community is understandably angry by the designer's silence for 30 days. Imagine yourself looking forward to an event that has been promised to you with great anticipation, such as a concert that you are looking forward to. In this kind of situation, it is natural to feel let down and annoyed because you are not provided any information whatsoever, and you are kept in the dark about when it will take place. In a similar vein, the community is fed up with the ongoing misunderstanding and lack of movement over the Shiba Inu burns, which are detrimental to the value of the token to a significant degree. The members of the community are desperate for the makers to provide transparency and comfort because there has been a lack of contact between itself and the producers. This underscores the significant necessity for the community to have access to information that is both up-to-date and transparent in order to maintain faith in the trajectory of the project. Nevertheless, the absence of the developers for a period of 30 days is just the beginning. When there was a period of relative calm, what actually took place? Why aren't the developers making their voices heard? As for the more than, what happened to it? A sum of $45,000 that was not found, the exact number of Shiba Inu tokens, is approximately 46 billion. What in the world is going on at this very moment? Please continue to watch as we delve deeper into these significant topics and uncover the most recent events that have taken place inside the Shiba Inu community. It is possible that you recall that the development team had a difficult time in relation to the most recent news. The transformation of the bone tokens that are used to pay for petrol into Shiba Inu. The low liquidity of bone tokens on the burning process is something that needs to be taken into consideration because of the significant influence it has on the effectiveness of the processes. It is possible that this obstacle contributed to the 30-day delay in the burns, which sheds further light on the challenges that the team has faced in carrying out the burns in accordance with the plan. These factors bring to light the intricacy of the burning process, as well as the manner in which these impediments may have an impact on the expectations of the community, as well as the timeline for the project. To be sure. Regardless of whether or not this explanation is accurate, it does not answer the concerns of the community over the covert absence of activity and frequent updates. Due to the fact that there have been no updates from the crew, some people have made the assumption that they have vanished with the money. This lack of trust is comparable to the concern that surrounds the honesty of a close friend when they disappear without a trace with the money that they had donated to a joint effort. This notion is contradicted by the fact that the members of the squad have carried out 5 burns. To be sure. Could you perhaps explain why they would have started these fires rather than simply stealing the money and fleeing? This raises the question of whether or not they would have intended to run away with the money. This is comparable to the situation in which a player has the potential to win the game's grand prize, but instead chooses to keep some of it, which ultimately contradicts the aim of saving enough money for an escape. At this time, the Shiba INU community has at long last made their voice heard. A well-known member of the Shiba INU community named Oscar Ramos was the one who informed Shidoshi Kusama about the situation. The fact that a significant burn had not been seen for more than 30 days at the time of the incident specifically, he inquired as to whether or not there would be any additional burns during the current month and requested a burn date calendar that was simple to comprehend. In addition to reiterating his commitment to the community, Ramos insisted that the club provide an adequate explanation regarding the burn timeline. In addition to that, he has tokens of the Shiba Inu on the cover of the magazine. Additionally, Lola, yet another highly regarded Shiba Inu, expressed her concerns regarding the delayed burns through her voice. She inquired directly with Shidoshi Kusama about the progress that was being made with the Shiba Inu burns. It was brought to everyone's notice that the community was waiting for one sticky 0 to be erased, and that they wanted detailed updates on the burn process. It has been brought to the attention of the community by prominent members that there is a rising anger and a requirement for the DAV team to take additional measures to solve the problem of Shiba Inu burns. The increasing aggravation and the requirement for transparent information regarding the approaching burn transaction and the time at which it will take place are both demonstrated by these different exchanges. Take note, however, this is a really significant point. As a result of the team's realization of the inefficiencies that are associated with manual burns, which may include labor intensiveness, human error, and the requirement for continuous monitoring, Shibarium is continuing to transition away from manual flames and toward robotic incineration. People in the neighborhood were dissatisfied because the change that was supposed to take place in January did not take place. This back and forth between unfulfilled promises and subsequent justifications reminds me of other instances in which the team simply remained silent and did not deliver. Questions regarding the team's communication clarity and the degree to which they were able to match the expectations of the community with their goals. The recent remark that they did not guarantee the switch to automated burns in January has brought up several concerns that have been recently raised. On the other hand, imagine a scenario in which a company makes a commitment to introduce a product on a particular date, but the product's introduction is delayed. As a result, the company is subjected to criticism for not keeping their word, which ultimately results in complaints from dissatisfied customers. There are some members of the community who have taken offense to the team's call for patience, and as a result, they have completely quit taking